Hello and welcome back to Studio 4. Everyone joining us now is our good friend Mark Aldridge from Hometown Senior Care Advisors, and he's going to talk about a very important conversation that you need to prepare to have with your family. So Mark, thanks for coming in.
Of course, thanks for having me.
And June is Elder Abuse Prevention Month, and that is why we are bringing in Mark here to talk about that. So Mark, to start things off, what is elder abuse?
So there's many different categories. We've got physical, we've got sexual, believe it or not. We've got financial, emotional. So there's there's things that can go into a couple of different ones at the same time.
It is such a tough topic. Mark, how many older Americans are abused each year?
So it averages about 1 out of 10 age 60 and above.
Oh my goodness.
So it's quite a bit when you think about how many seniors we do have.
And it is such a sad situation. And I do want to ask, like, who tends to abuse the elderly population? Is it mainly family members?
So the biggest percentage is family and caregivers. And then we have the lowest percentage of people that they don't know.
Gotcha.
So it could just be somebody calling to do a scam on the phone. But usually it's mostly family members, believe it or not.
Which is so sad, because as family, we need to be their safe space. We need to protect them. So what are a few signs when it comes to, like, for example, physical abuse? What do we need to be on the lookout for?
So we always want to check when we go to visit and make sure that they're doing okay, and just by sitting down and chatting with them. But look for bruises, look for scratches, skin tears. You know, that's something that you'll see easily. You'll need to look at how they act. Maybe they could all of a sudden be scared or fearful, or they're not talking very much.
Right.
And you know your loved one better than anybody. And so if they're normally a talkative person, there's something going on, and we need to find out, and we need to let them know that they're in a safe space with us, that we can, you know, they can talk to us and they're not going to be hurt. Because sometimes things that'll happen is people will threaten them and say, if you tell someone, I'm going to hurt your family.
That is extremely sad.
So they don't want that.
And also, we talked about physical abuse signs, emotional abuse signs, and what about, like, the financial side?
So we've all heard of the scammers. We see it on the news all the time.
Yes.
That say, call and say, hey, go to the store and buy this, buy that. Give me your credit card number. Give me the security code. We want to make sure they understand never to do that, no matter how trustworthy the person sounds on the phone, that they should never do that.
And Mark, you do amazing things here in our community. You're part of Hometown Senior Care Advisors. If we want to reach out and ask you a question, how can we do that?
Sure, you can go to mark@hometownsca.com. Didn't have to think this time, I got it. Or you can reach me at 806-290-5532.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for being here today. And I do want to mention before we go to break, Mark and I, we sat down in our studio on the Wellness Rundown show to talk about this same topic, but we went in depth. We did a full 30-minute episode, and you could watch that next Thursday on KAMR Plus and also on myhighplains.com.
Perfect.
Well, Mark, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Of course, we have more Studio 4 coming up after the break.